Good morning everyone, and welcome to your second reading of this Christmas morning. And if you haven't already seen the first reading, then let me wish you a very Merry Christmas again. And I'm jumping on and doing some quick readings just while I've got a gap before we get ready for our Christmas lunch here. Table set, everything. The sun is finally coming out after a rainy few days, and so all good here, and I hope all good with you. And if you're on your own, sending you lots of love. If you are struggling through some very extreme weather, some very cold weather in particular, sending you lots of support and comfort too. Hope you made it through, that you're warm and safe. And we have, for this reading, the Shadowland Tarot on the tarot table, because we have someone who is very cross, expressing shadow energy. For instance, Myra on Twitter, who a lot of people speculate is Meghan Markle. I have done a reading on that, and it's in the Royals channel. You can go and find it. But Myra is having a bit of a meltdown, and Meghan Markle too is having a bit of a meltdown about that Jeremy Clarkson article in the Sun newspaper a few days ago. He expressed his great dislike of Meghan Markle, and he referenced just having to climb under the table and fetch a card, which was the Magician in reverse, just by the way, flying off as I'm shuffling. He expressed his great disdain for Meghan Markle and referenced a scene in Game of Thrones, and it caused great uproar. He apologised. The Sun has apologised. It's a pretty half-hearted apology. Jeremy Clarkson has not been cancelled. He's continuing his life. The response that came from Montecito, or wherever she is at the moment, was delayed up until the very moment that the Princess of Wales Christmas service was broadcast. And the timing seemed to be quite deliberate, quite malevolent. And let's remind you, before I do this reading and as I continue to shuffle, that this is just a tarot reading for entertainment purposes. This is all just my opinion. It's all speculation. I use the royal family to read on for archetypal purposes, just as Meghan uses people for archetypes to explore truths and narratives and stories. There is a written disclaimer in the box below. Please read it. And I'm going to do a 5-card reading now with the Shadowland Tarot. See her feelings about this article. See what she was hoping to achieve with Jeremy Clarkson. Was she hoping to get him cancelled? What did she want from the Sun newspaper? She has said that their apology was nothing more than a PR stunt. She, who is full of PR stunts, spent an enormous amount of money on PR. One more shuffle. Until finally Sunshine Sachs allegedly dumped her a few months ago. Done a reading on that as well, back in the Royals channel on my YouTube account. And so we're going to have a look. She's having a bit of a meltdown, and we're going to see what she wanted, and also about the timing of this statement that was put out, literally bang as the Christmas Carol service started. There's been some very hostile anti-Catherine press again coming out in Closer magazine, again having a real go at her. And yeah, it's not seemingly something that Meghan can't let go of, this resentment. We're going to read on that again, because some people are talking about that trip shopping that never happened and what might have been going on behind the scenes with that. When we get a gap, we'll read on it. Got the Queen of Pentacles here. That's Catherine. She's come out as the underlying energy, and I'm going to put the Strength card next to her, because she really is coming out in very powerful energy at the moment. We scooch the cards along. That's normally the Meghan card and the Harry card, but Catherine has now owned that card for herself in this reading. She's the one exhibiting great strength of character, great fortitude. There she is, our Earth sign princess, who will one day, all going well, be queen. She's holding that. I've seen this card for her before. She's holding that little skeleton in there, that little skull. She's holding that that toxic energy there. She could conquer it. She has conquered it. She's controlling it. She's got it under control. She's the one who is in charge of this Christmas service. She's the one in charge of the narrative now. She's the one who has mastered her inner demons, which is what the Strength card is really about. It's not really about Harry and Meghan. It's really about self-mastery. She is the one who's owning it. She's the one who's dominating her inner demons and her outer demon as well. Very interesting cards that are juxtaposed there. So let's have a look at the situation. This is a reading from Meghan Markle's point of view. The situation, we've got the Knight of Wands in reverse. She's furious. That's the Knight of Wands. I think Harry is furious as well. It's an erratic card, the Knight of Wands, at the best of times. Flies in, flies out, never can pin it down. Full of good ideas, dreams, notions, schemes, plans, rushes in. Burning, burning hot, soon cools down, soon disappears, especially when the card is in reverse, but it's a very bad tempered card. It's a fire sign that's full of sound and fury. She is furious, and you can see it on Myra's Twitter account, who is pretty much mirroring her energy, whether she is or not, speculating that Myra and Meghan might be one and the same, but it's pure speculation. I have no proof of that, repeating rumors, but very angry and sending that message out on social media, because wands are PR and social media. PR stunt by the Sun, Meghan claims, but no, there are PR stunts aplenty there, but rage, absolute rage, burning off that card. So how did she feel about that that thing that Jeremy Clarkson wrote? Two of Swords. Interesting card, because it's a card of indecision. What do I do? What do I do? We know she's furious. We've already seen it here. What do I do? How do I clap back? She took a while. She took a day or two to decide what to do. And I think the lawyers were phoned and the lawyers said, fat chance. He's already apologized. He was referencing the Game of Thrones. The Sun has apologized. The public, there's no public outcry. There's no cancel him like there was over Piers Morgan. This just shows her loss of power. Meghan's loss of power. Catherine has the power here. Meghan has no power. I'm sure, I'm speculating, let's say that, I'm speculating that she got on the phone straight away to the lawyers and said, sue him, get him fired, phoned the Sun, phoned whoever, and they said, nah, that ship sailed. He's very popular, he's apologized, it was a clumsy reference, and good luck. And the lawyer said, nah, and probably you can't afford to sue, and how much more litigation and all the rest of it. So she waited. She waited for the moment, and we'll have a look at that card, which is the decisive moment. She waited. And what did she want from the Sun? What did she want with regard to Jeremy Clarkson? Yeah, she wanted that Nine of Cups taken away from him. She wanted him cancelled. Nine of Cups is the wish fulfillment card. It's somebody who's very indulgent, very successful, a bit of a lush, a bit of an egotist, a bit of a narcissist. Really got all those cups, consuming all those cups. That's Jeremy Clarkson. He really does live, off the fat of the land, quite literally. And she wanted that taken away from him. The gloating, the smugness. It's increasingly, for me, on these royal readings, become a gloating, smug kind of a card. And she wanted him cancelled. She wanted him absolutely cancelled. Didn't get her way. So tell me about the timing of the statement that came out, claiming that it was just a PR stunt, the Sun's apology, and they didn't even consult the Duchess of Sussex. They didn't phone her on her yacht on the Bahamas or wherever she was and grovel and ask how they could possibly make it up to her. I'm being sarcastic. So the timing, Four of Pentacles in reverse. She lost her rag. Upright, it's the self-control card. It's hanging on to what you've got, hanging on to your stuff. Stability, though. She tried to undermine the stability of this woman by waiting for the precise moment when that was the Christmas Carol service was broadcast in honor of the late Queen, and she unleashed her bomb, her statement, her fast and furious statement that she'd bashed away on her Hotmail account. I'm again being snarky. She was hoping to undermine Catherine, to rock her, shake her to the foundations. Four of Pentacles in reverse, hoping to provoke some sort of response. Royals are being very, if effective at not reacting to the Harkles, at going about everything in the best possible way. Plant again, if you are aware of Anonymous Houseplant Fan on Tumblr, go read. If you're not, go and read. She explains it all. She explains royal response to what's going on with the Harkles, even to the extent that the coronation, which was going to be scaled down, is now going to be absolutely over the top ceremony and pomp and circumstance and all the rest of it, to put the Harkles in their places, to show them what they're missing. Harkles, green screen, pitiful award acceptance, that NAACP award, a green screen in front of nobody, an applause track played, pitiful, tacky. You know, behind the curtain, the Wizard of Oz, exposed in all his patheticness, whereas the royals are going about these very glamorous, very potent events, and just regal, smiling, nothing can dismay us. You know, Christmas carols, what's the one about the dismay? You know what I'm talking about. I've been singing Christmas carols relentlessly all week. My voice is pretty much gone at this point. But anyway, outcome for Meghan of this failed attempt to dislodge Jeremy Clarkson from his seat. Knight of Cups in reverse. She's very upset. There she is. She's in the Bahamas. Very clearly. Look at that. I've been asking. It's now told me where she is. She's in the Bahamas on her yacht, with her cocktail and her starfish and her bikini on. Thank the Lord that there is a bikini on this card. She is massively upset. She is having tantrums. She is pacing up and down on that yacht. I pity the crew, the wait staff, the whoever else is having to scurry around and to fill that cocktail glass and produce new ones. And yeah, there she is. She's not having a happy Christmas. Let me tell you. Maximum upset there with the Knight of Cups in reverse. I can imagine has-beens getting it in the neck as well. Moan, 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 complain, complain, complain. Crying, erratic, up and down, drinking a lot. This is my speculation. This is what this card tells me. It's archetypal energy. I just read energy. I'm a tarot reader, all for entertainment purposes. I hope you have been somewhat entertained. I hope your Christmas is absolutely wonderful, and I will see you all again soon.